Alright, welcome everybody to another episode, to another week in the Nice Micro League. We are in our last round of our 4 preliminary rounds played based on the Swiss system. So let me just jump into this screen right now. As you can see, we started with the first round and then did the second, the third, and we are in the 4th round, and we already saw 3 games. Zorro won 2-0 versus Kumbi in a very, I guess I would call this an upset, because by my estimation, Kumbi was the stronger player here. Jim Raynor beat Tapirello 2-0, and Kovi beat Kraus Alajos 2-0. I don't think these were that big of surprises. So today we are going to have a match between OkaySureSure and Katja Kean and Khestral and Monster Truck. So OkaySureSure is new to the history of Nice Micro League. So I am not that familiar with his play style to be able to tell what will he do with Katja Kean. But Katja Kean is one of our strongest players in the history of Nice Micro League. He have previously had a very good record, which I don't recall, but he won the Nice Micro League twice. He got 3rd place twice. So if he wins this match, that I would call something as like the expected outcome. But he's playing versus random. Well, he won 9 times and only lost 1 time versus random, so maybe that's also not that big of a deal for him. But we will see. I need to hide my previous results here now so we can see the this 9-1 here. And OkaySureSure has not played versus Zerg just yet in our history. And the other game will be Khestral versus Monster Truck. I would have said that Khestral is the clear favorite for this matchup here, but Monster Truck made a surprise comeback and then a surprise 2-1 victory versus Mate, who is also one of our strongest players. So who knows? Khestral, of course, also has a history in the Nice Micro League, with having 2nd place 3 times and 4th place once. So you can see Mate himself never actually got into the top 3, but he got into 4th place. So, his result was better than Monster Truck generally. But Monster Truck beat him last time, which, might be a sign of Monster Truck's meteoric rise in the Nice Micro League. So this matchup will be our second for today. So first I will want to take a look at OkaySureSure versus Katja Kean, and we'll see what they do on the map Troy. So in this season, the map pool contains 8 maps in total, and Troy is one of the weird ones. 76 is the other weird map. So in Troy, you can destroy these neutral assimilators to make islands out of either the main bases, so all 4 main bases have these assimilators there, and we also have 4 expansions, which you can make into an island by destroying the assimilators. And then we also have 4 bases that are just islands in general. So we'll see what these 2 can achieve here, what will be their strategy. So let's jump into our first game here. OkaySureSure versus Katja Kean in the Nice Micro League. Let's go! Alright, so OkaySureSure got the top left position and is playing as the yellow Zerg, while Katja got the bottom right here as the red Zerg. So Katja is sending out the Overlord to the top. OkaySureSure is sending out the Overlord to the right. So these Overlords are going to meet each other and will not find the opponents, the opposing parties over there. So let's see what will be the builds here. There was a gas trick for OkaySureSure, and is this going to be a quick expansion or is it just going to be a scouting drone? Well, he did not stop here, so that is going to be a scouting drone. Katja is going to put down the spawning pool first. We don't have a spawning pool on the opposite side just yet. But I guess sending out the drone scout slows you down a little bit, and maybe Katja can optimize his mining a little better. I don't know what else might be the difference. And please tell me in the chat if you can hear the game sounds. Maybe I will have to increase the volume. Anyways, or maybe just my headset is too quiet, I don't know. So soon these overlords will find nothing, but the scouting drone is out. Katja is also sending a scouting drone. He sent this but much later than OkaySureSure. So OkaySureSure will find this drone at the natural, and the drone aggroed onto the scouting drone. So I guess the expansion will be delayed. And now I think Katja will figure out where his opponent is soon, because this overlord will see nothing, and because this drones also saw nothing, the lings will be able to, there are the lings, just go across the map, try to find some damage. Of course, lings are being made on the opposite side. If you look at the top left corner here, I wonder how will OkaySureSure decide to defend against these 6 Zerglings that are running across the map. So he only has 4, so maybe, yeah, I thought he will defend at the entrance, at the assimilators, but no. He decides to just run around and just hit one of the lings. Okay, I think at this point, yeah, he will, he's doing much worse. And now, this is... Katja moves in, trying to make this an island, and sends in a single Zergling, but now we have the defender's advantage coming up here. And OkaySureSure is carrying away the Zerglings. Katja is building a lair. He has also another ling in the opponent's base. We have 4 more lings for Katja in defense. So I think it's 8 lings going across the map from OkaySureSure at this point, and we have 4 more while the lair is being made. Is there any upgrades? No upgrades. So no, this is not going to be a good engagement for OkaySureSure. He lost 3 lings versus the 1 of Katja, and Katja bought a lot more. OkaySureSure's second base is much later, and he is not going for the hive just yet. He's collecting gas and nuts. I don't know what is the plan for the gas. It's a 3rd hatchery. Interesting. Is he going to upgrade the Zergling? So we have a lot of lings for Katja, and he is not using this to attack at the moment. He is going for the quick spire. More Zerglings are being made, so this will be very difficult for OkaySureSure to defend against, I think, even though he's doing better economically for 11 drones. Well, I guess this lead will not be with us very long if he decides to put down a colony here. I expect that to become a colony. Oh, there's a drone that's not mining, that's a problem. More lings are being made, a hatchery. Yeah, OkaySureSure cannot spend his money. He stopped mining the gas. He is evolving the Zergling attack. There's a lot of Zerglings, and Mutalisks will start production in like, I don't know, 20 seconds here. Okay, so I guess the game sound is loud enough. Now, will this be made into a sunken blindly? Yes, it is indeed a blind sunken, which is, I mean, it's on a high ground, but it doesn't really matter versus Zerglings, does it? Well, this is a lot of Zerglings from Katja, Jesus. But he will also have Mutalisk very soon. Yeah, the first Mutalisk is being made while our yellow Zerg here just started lair and probably has no idea that the Mutalisk stack is already done. I mean, like, if you play a lot of ZVZ, you probably know, just you have a star sense for that, you know the timings. Yeah, and well, able to utilize that, but here there is no... I think the first Mutalisk going across the map will just win this game for Katja, but he does not know if OkaySureSure has anything to do against Mutalisks. He could make an Evo chamber very quickly and try to just use these links to stall out. Yeah, the Evo chamber is not even being made. He will have a surprise. He will be surprised here, I guess, that he cannot make a spore colony. He forgot the Evo chamber, and there is... I don't think this is a Zergling advantage. So even if he just attacks him with the Zerglings, the Mutalisks don't have to go home. Yeah, this Mutalisk, the Evo chamber is just being morphed, and now OkaySureSure is down 5 workers. And yeah, okay, we missed the big Zergling massacre, but just like I said, the numerical advantage was on Katja's side, which means Katja takes this first game here. ZVZ, one of the strongest plays for Katja, the only matchup which is like not in the lead, not in a positive rate, is versus Terran. So I guess maybe OkaySureSure will have better luck in the next game, which will be played on Aztec, 3-player map with low ground mains and high ground expansions. So that can, you know, be that is also something you have to consider when strategizing for the map, that it is a low ground main, so it is a good idea to do a quick expand generally, I guess. But so it's not all, you don't have to do that to win. So we saw games when the main, like, there was no quick expansion and you can still win like that. Alright, so second game between OkaySureSure and Katja is coming up now. Let's get into it and let's go. Okay, we are in the worst timeline here because I have no idea which one is which. I guess this is OkaySureSure playing like a mustard yellow, and Katja is playing just a regular yellow, like a lemon yellow. I have no idea what is going on here. I mean, I should have like emphasized that in StarCraft Remastered you can choose your color. Please choose your color: red, green, and blue or something. Don't do this like mustard yellow versus yellow, especially in a mirror matchup. Anyways, Katja, I guess this is Katja here. And I can't even change, like in Remastered you can even change it to yellow and yellow and red like we could do in the original StarCraft. So we have the spawning pool being made. OkaySureSure is putting down I guess a hatchery. Is this a scouting? No, this is the same color, right? Is this his own drone? I guess so. Now this is a scouting drone from Katja, so this will find the hatchery first. But Katja is already playing very aggressively, I guess, versus random. This makes sense to play into some early aggression. I guess OkaySureSure was expecting to just capitalize on like a higher, bigger or larger production, but his spawning pool just started. There are Zerglings already being made, almost finished on the other side, so, and both of them still only have 10 drones, so it's not like we have a big number of workers that can be like utilized here by OkaySureSure. Now the 6 lings are being stalled out, at least 2 of them are being stalled out by this scouting drone. These 4 will still have to cross the map. This spawning pool is still like 15 seconds, I guess, away to be finished. This scouting drone is already putting some damage on the hatchery. It's not that it really... Oh, what? Offensive creep colony. That is going to ruin your day. Now finally Zerglings are being produced on OkaySureSure's side, but Katja is on the high ground, I guess, and these slings will not be able to save. This hatchery here. The sunken colony fished. Killed the larva even. Okay, so this did not start well for our mustard colored Zerg here. And there is a defensive sunken colony. But how do you get out of this situation? I guess the short answer is you don't, really. He even attacked with the damaged lings. Yeah, I guess OkaySureSure got very unlucky with getting Zerg twice here. As I said, like, going out to take an early expansion on this map is not a bad idea, but versus Zerg, who is playing aggressively, it's difficult. And the lair is already done for Katja, while for OkaySureSure we still have like an offensive sunken in there. Okay, lair is already started, also started here. And Katja is making 5 more pairs of things, so 10 more Zerglings are being produced while he's waiting for the spire. So this lair will take a long time to finish. And more offensive Zerglings. Yeah, you cannot even leave your ramp here, wow. That sunken is going to cause a lot of trouble. Lair is still 20 seconds off, while here the spire is about, yeah, that much from finishing. So I guess second hatchery is going down. That's not a bad idea. To be able to use the equal number of larvae that Katja has, and the economy is kind of similar levels. I guess the mining is going to be a little more efficient here on Katja's side because of this lower saturation. Another hatchery. We're going for 3 hatcheries in 1 base, but the spire is just started and the other side already has 4 mutalisks in the eggs. And these Zergling dances don't cost Katja anything and cost a lot for our other player here, for OkaySureSure. And the spire is still not done. 7 mutalisks are being made of. Okay, 4 have been finished, so now these 4 mutalisks can just leisurely fly through the map, I guess, at a leisurely pace, and by the time they get there, OkaySureSure will have nothing to defend his base, so he will lose all the drones before the Spire finishes, which is very unfortunate. These drones have nowhere to run, and GG is called. Katja Kean takes this game 2-0. Alright, so I guess Katja Kean pocketed 2 more victories, and OkaySureSure did not get anything in this in this round. But anyways, he got a very difficult opponent, so there is no I guess no shame in losing versus Katja Kean, someone on the level of Katja Kean. So next game for today is going to be between Khestral and Monster Truck. You can see their Nice Micro ranking is very close to each other, which is, you know, Monster Truck, he beats someone very strong 2-0, which is going to be my opponent. No, 2-0, 2-1. He beat Mate 2-1. That was, I think, the biggest upset in this season was that Monster Truck victory, I guess. Or, I don't know, Zorro versus Mate. That was also upset. And that, no, Zorro versus Kumbi. That was also a big upset. So those two, both of them are surprise Protoss victory over Terran. But anyways, so this is Monster Truck's chance to show us how well he plays versus Zerg. Well, I guess we already saw him play versus Geddes, and in that case, he actually lost 2-1. And Khestral is a much better Zerg player than Geddes, so this is my analysis. And Troy, we have Zerg victory and no Protoss victory in this specific matchup. So let's, I guess, get into our first game between these two players. So Khestral versus Monster Truck coming up now. Alright, so now we have Khestral, the blue Zerg, on the top right position, and the Monster Truck, the red Protoss. So these are the colors you should be playing, okay? Blue and the red, please. I will emphasize this to the players in my next email, I think. Alright, so the Overlord is going in the wrong direction, and our map is Troy again, so assimilators can make islands here. They can block the entrances, and our Protoss player is going to put down a pylon. So Protoss versus Zerg is generally a fast expansion game. Zerg versus Protoss. Zerg strategy can, like, you can do whatever you want, I guess. You could do like a very quick rush, like 4-pool or something. Or you can just do like go to up to 3 bases without getting a single Zergling. That is also possible. It's not going to be like good if the Protoss starts with a gateway or double gateway. Well, in that case, getting to 3 bases before getting a Zergling would be very bad. And this is a fast expand, so we don't have the spawning pool yet. So this is going to benefit Monster Truck quite heavily, because he is going 2-gate versus the fast expand. So the spawning pool just started, and the gateways will finish in a second, and Monster Truck has enough, so he did not like a pylon block himself. He can get the 2 zealots. I guess if you buy just 2 zealots in 2 gateways. And I guess the zealots will get to the base by the time the Zerglings hatch, but Khestral has no idea what is going on the other side of the map. This is a very a big gamble, but I guess you can protect your main base by putting a zealot between the assimilators. So 2 zealots are done. Are we going to see an attack, or are we going to wait until 4 zealots? So I think Monster Truck watched the game of Hasta La Vista versus Geras and decided to do something equally aggressive. I guess Hasta La Vista was even more aggressive because he went for proxy gates. Did he? If my memory is correct. Okay, so 4 zealots are going across the map just before the scouting drone gets to the base. So by the time the scouting drone sees the 2 gateways, which is now, the zealots are halfway across the map. So we have 6 lings and the creep colony. So at the very least, this forces out a sunken. But 4 zealots can beat this amount of zerglings. Can he get the sunken before it? No, it won't. So the sunken is out, so he needs to clear this, but now the lings are killing 1 zealot. Okay, so 3 zealots remain, 2 zealots remain, and the zealot behind. This is a very well-placed zealot. This is very efficient. Oh, 1 more zealot is going. 2 more zealots are coming across the map. So this will have to clear this sunken very quickly, but the single remaining zergling clears out 1 of the zealots. So we have a lot of damage done to Khestral's base here. 11 drones, a single zergling. We are having 2 sunkens morphing, and these 2 zealots will be able to put on some damage here. But of course, this second sunken is going to finish, and I think the window of opportunity has closed for the Protoss player. So these 2 zealots should turn back, but they won't, which is a problem. There are a lot of lings. The sunken is very low on health, but we have 2 of them. Okay, so now 8 zerglings are following 2 zealots across the map, and we have 2 more zealots up here, and the nexus is being made. No photon cannons, no forge. The forge is just being made. So these 2 zealots are kind of like, the zerglings are a bit faster even before zergling speed. So, but 4 zealots and a probe, that is a good combination. Khestral is behind economically and is like being forced to make more like a SimCity here, but yeah, you need the evolution chamber anyway, so I guess that's not that big of a deal. And the 3rd base is down, which is fine. Protoss has 2 bases, Zerg is going for 3, that is absolutely fine. The 3rd base is not yet finished. Photon cannon kind of exposed. The zealots are just running by. Okay, he right-clicked the assimilator, but you have to like specifically attack this. You have enough zealots to like clear 1 of the assimilators, but that's not going to be a big deal because Hydralisks can still pass through. But now we have an absolute advantage in terms of like firepower here from the Protoss. But if he's not fighting the Zerglings, he's still hitting the assimilators. Okay, now we have 2 Zerglings versus 3 Zealots. Now that is going to be a problem for Khestral if he does not manage to clear these Zealots. He started to attacking the assimilator himself. Oh no! Khestral is helping his opponent. And the 3 Zealots are stuck in the main base. So Khestral was forced to make colonies inside his now island main. Okay, so Khestral's been forced into a very uncomfortable position. More zealots are coming up, but these 2 sunkens, and now the zealots also cannot pass through here. 3rd sunken is being made, so wow, this aggressive play. I guess this Nice Micro Leauge basically discovered that in Protoss versus Zerg, you just have to like hammer the Zerg as much as you want, or as much as you can, I guess. And hidden expansion for the Protoss is being prepared. Only a single photon cannon. So you don't really see this in professional play, because this zealot heavy play can be easily like prevented by the Zerg if you just, you know, like be a bit more careful. But because of that, most Protoss players don't play this aggressively. They will just fast expand up behind either a single gateway or a forge. And that fast expansion lets the Zerg to play a more economic game, which made our Zerg players a little too comfortable playing like fast expansions. And now our Protoss players, starting with Hasta La Vista and now with Monster Truck, have discovered that that can be punished by this quick 2-gate opener. And it's not like this instantly won the game for our Protoss player, but our Zerg player is in a very uncomfortable position. What is the tech situation? So he's going for a Spire, which makes sense that this lair cannot produce land units for any useful purpose anymore. Now this Zealot is punishing this third base for the Zerg, who is forced to build 3 creep colonies here. More Zealots are coming in. He just decides to evacuate. Wow. And we also have a Zealot in the bottom right. And the Corsairs are out. Oh no. Yeah, I was not really paying attention to this Protoss base, but we have already 2 Stargates. We have the Citadel. There is nothing on the Zerg side which could shoot into the air, and now Khestral is just supply blocked. More Corsairs are being made. The Spire has not been finished yet. There is a Spore Colony, but that Spore Colony is not going to kill these Corsairs faster. He's building a Spore Colony right below the Corsairs. This is a good idea. And the Spore Colony starts pounding the Corsairs before they start attacking. And while these Corsairs could kill these Overlords, there's only a single Spore below that. Now Scourge are being made. So Zerg is adapting, but the Zerg lost the third base and the Protoss started theirs. When the Protoss is in a like a 1 base advantage, that is huge economically speaking. So Zerg is, oh no, this gas mining is not optimal. He needs to kill this sun collecting. Okay, the Scourge are really a scourge of the Corsairs. Only 2 remains. And no more are being produced from the Protoss. We have the Citadel of Adun and the Templar Archive is being made. So either DTs or High Templars will be able to produce very soon. Zerg is making sure that no Corsair remains. We have 2 Lings out there, so what will be the strategy? There is like you could just hide the base here. This is a real island, like a island. Is this going to be Mutalisk? No, this is going to be drop, I guess. The Scourge are flying in here. Oh, and there is no photon cannon yet. Oh no! He was playing so fancy with the Scourge that they almost got killed. So there is a single Corsair. Photon cannons are being warped in, so I guess Monster Truck has a hunch that it is going to be Mutalisks. And well, this could be Mutalisks, and there are Mutalisks being made. Templars, everything. So Protoss is really upgrading everything. Templar Archive is producing the what is this? Developing the lightning bolts, the Psystorm. And we also have Zealot legs on the way from the Citadel. And now 6 Mutalisks and 2 Scourge are chasing these Zealots, killing a few of them. I guess... Oh no, these High Templars, where are they going? Are they rallied out to the Zerg base? Will these High Templars just walk into their demise? Where are you going, buddy? It's no land for you. It's not a good idea for you. Okay, now the Zerg decides to make this an island. I guess decides to belay that. Okay, what is this High Templar doing this alone? Dying, I guess. Got enough for a storm, but does not put out the storm. More zealots are being sent across the map, I guess, to deal with this expansion, but I think we have enough Mutalisks here, so this is not really a problem. Zealot legs are already finished, so they can run away now. Will we see a drop? Or is this going to be just a lot of Mutalisks? Okay, so now this hidden expansion is discovered, and I guess these cannons will have to be cancelled. Yeah, you don't stand a chance against this number of Mutalisks. We already have 5 cannons at the bottom there, so that is good. Now Zealots and a few Dragoons are coming in to save this Nexus. Oh no, this storm! Okay, these Mutalisks have to go and take a rest for a while, I guess. That was a very nice side storm and a very late dodge. But we have more Mutalisks where these were coming from. And you could, on this base, like you could put this on over the island, make Guardians. From that I guess you need the Greater Spire, which we don't have yet. Zerg is double expanding though, so we have 4 bases now. And while the Dragons are not really good versus Mutalisks, these Mutalisks are very much damaged, and we have some Corsairs coming in. So I guess 6 Mutalisks remain and run away. They could have killed these Dragoons if they really wanted to. 2 Corsairs shouldn't chase Mutalisks. Like, don't chase Mutalisks with 2 Corsairs. Oh no, another Templar walked out. It has enough for a storm. Storm! You need to storm! Okay, it did not storm. Yeah, the Corsairs are dead. The Mutalisks took some additional damage. Will Monster Truck build the photon cannons he needs here? He has money for that. The Zerg is just going to catch up on number of bases, but yeah, the Protoss has only started mining here right now, and only with 3 units. Now the Protoss is going across the map. Dragoons and Corsairs. No, Dragoons and... oh no. Dragoons and what is this? Archon. Can this base be saved? I don't think so. There's nothing really that is good versus the Archon. Mutalisks are good versus the Dragoons. This is not enough. Corsairs. But if you are chasing the Dragoon that is already running away, then your base will be destroyed. And there is a Zealot harassing the bottom. Yeah, Khestral just cannot expand. Protoss is just too strong. The Protoss is too strong, ladies and gentlemen. Then the only question is, why do I keep losing my games? The single Zealot will be, like, killed here, but this already, like, this actually lost half its health. We have, okay, 5 goons and this single Archon here, and the DT, oh no. No Overlord here. Mutalisks are killing these Dragoons. Relatively, even though these are kind of damaged, they can deal with this. The Zerg is still, like, the mineral situation is kind of fine. Protoss is 82 probes. And this could have been all, like, avoided if the Zerg just destroyed his assimilators, which he was planning on, but then he did not do. And now the DT destroyed the 4th base, killed the egg. Khestral has been in trouble since the beginning of the game, but now the troubles are mounting. But he still has a very large contingent of Mutalisks. He needs to expand, and he should have, like, killed this sunken colony. Oh no! Dracons versus mutants. That was fire. So one of the drones have escaped the slaughter. Monster Truck should be maxed out now. The Zerg is 82 population, so the Protoss has twice the population as the Zerg, and the Zerg is on the offensive. These are just photon cannons. The Mutalisks cannot deal with that anyways. Photon cannons are better versus Mutalisks than Dragoons. This DT has 5 kills. The Protoss is just dictating this game. Like just a single maelstrom would like destroy everything, literally everything Khestral has. What is it, like 5 drones are mining here. The DT has run away. Zerg will run out of minerals. I guess this is still like a few thousand, like maybe a 2,000 minerals are still there in the main, and yeah, I guess the similarly 2,000 in the natural, but Monster Truck already has that in the bank. Yeah, you need, like, if you make this an island, then your life will be easier, but you don't make it an island. I guess that is a problem. And at least that's what I think. That is my expert opinion. As the commentator of this game. Okay, so the Protoss is messing up a huge army and is going to attack into the main of the Zerg, which is basically undefended versus this. It's not a big army, I guess. Yeah, this is like, this is enough number of mutalisks to like kill everything here, but then your main base is unprotected, and this guy already has like 3,600 minerals in the bank. So what you gonna do? SimCity is quite good, but yeah, the storm comes, and then drones are doing 68 population remains for the Zerg. Mutalisks are back. So I guess, but they got a storm, they got another storm. More storms are going down, like I should zoom out here. Khestral's population is down to 36, and the Protoss keeps coming. Oh Lord is coming. But yeah, there's like nothing left here for the Zerg. 3 Mutalisks are fighting with 1 Dragoon. Okay, the Dragoon is dead. Now you have to clear like 4 more Zealots. How long will it take? Very long. The Zealots kill everything here. And another contingent of the Protoss army is coming. And yeah, we are mining here peacefully. 12 drones. GG is cold. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. Monster Truck. Yeah, I guess this is Monster Truck here. Keeps winning. Nice. 1 for Monster Truck on Troy. And our next map is going to be Aztec. So 3-player map. This is the same as we had in the previous game. I guess the previous matchup here. So there is nothing new I can say to you about it. Khestral, will he be able to equalize the score here. He is the higher ranking player, definitely. He has the more Nice Micro points. But will he lose some of them after this? Will he get it 2-0? Or will he be able to climb back? Take the driver's seat in this game? I cannot come up with better metaphors, I guess. Alright, let's get into this. Khestral versus Monster Truck Game 2 coming up now. Alright, so we got Monster Truck in the top position, 12 o'clock, and the bottom left at around 8 o'clock we got Khestral. And so this is our map with the low ground, main and high ground expansion, natural expansion. So there is no, like, Protoss versus Zerg, there is like literally zero usefulness of not putting your first pylon up here. You must put your first pylon up here. That is it. That's it. Nothing else you can do. Alright. And because this is our... either our last game or the penultimate game of the night. If you enjoy watching these guys play, press the like button on YouTube so I can be happy. I can see 7 people watching the live stream and only 4 likes. Who are watching who doesn't like it? Who are you? Also, say hi to the chat. It's a double gateway again. Monster Truck is not joking. And we will have another PVZ for our next... I did not receive the replays yet. I know Hasta did not play his game versus Leauge yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if Hasta played something very similar to this versus Leauge. Alright. The spawning pool is being made, and now this scouting drone will find the double gateway. One zealot is already being made and the second started, so he sees what's going on here. He might be very, very happy. Now he has a spawning pool, and he will have a second hatchery very soon. First zealot is out, and Monster Truck did not attack with the first 2 zealots. He waited until he got 4. Thank you for liking the video. Now I am happier. I hope everyone's doing fine in the chat. Okay, the drone is harassing the probe. Moving shots, nice moving shots. 6 links are being made, so Khestral knows it's like not going to be easy this time. He puts down the creep colony already. It's done. The 4 zealots will be here in a moment, and as we have the 4, they start going across the map. But this time we already have enough Zerglings here, I guess. This is 4 links versus, or 8 links versus 4 zealots. That's not going to be enough, but we have a sim city here. We have one sunken is almost finished. Sunken is done. We will have a second sunken. The Zerglings can backstab the Protoss. Oh yes, he catches them. Right. Oh no, this is not good for the links, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was not good for the links. 1 link is already done. But now the sunken, and there is no surface area thanks to this 3rd hatchery. So I think, and the 3rd creep colony is going down. So Monster Truck can now go for some defensive play, and he did not rally these zealots down. Oh, but he sends them anyways, doesn't he? No. He stops, but not exactly at the ramp, and now 6 links are going across the map. But we have, like, enough to stop them. Like if these Lings come up this ramp, they will be dead. They can go across or around, I guess, through this third base location. But now the Protoss is in the offensive. Okay, so we already have a forge, so forge in the main, photon cannon. It's nicely placed behind this gateway, but the Lings can still like surround it, so that's not that great placement. Now the 6 Zealots, they will not be able to pass through 3 sunken colonies, but they can kill a lot of Lings, and they did kill Lings, like 6 Lings. I think they already killed 1 kill on this one. Okay, yeah, alright, like 1. Yeah, that was 4. Only 4 kills, 5 kills. Okay. Anyways, we have enough sunkens here. The lair is being made. The Protoss is going for the assimilator, so we will have the cybernetics core. This is not really good defense versus Zerglings, but I guess if you keep the Zerg on its toes, does the Zerg have toes? I guess they have toes, and they also have hands on their backs. Okay, the Zealots decide to take a few shots from these sunkens and then retreat. 2 more are coming. Protoss could expand behind this kind of offensive play. The Nexus is done. We have 12, or what is it? Number is 20. 20 workers on both sides. Cybernetics core is almost done. Spire has started. And the Zerg has also a Hydralist and is researching Hydra speed. So this might be some kind of Hydra bust, and like this is no defense versus Hydralisks. This is barely a defense versus Zerglings at the moment. But now the Protoss does have to prepare versus Mutalisks too, because first of all, he doesn't know that the Zerg has both buildings. This Zealot is just here to buy time. I think these Lings are not doing anything, just running around. The Zerg has the 3rd base on this low ground location for some reason. Interesting. These Zealots are clumped up, which is going to mean that they won't have good surface area when the Zerglings attack. I mean, they have a small surface area, which is good for them, not good for the Zerglings. But not only the Zerglings can surround these 2 Zealots, so that's not good for the Zealots. But the others are coming. I guess this Zealot is in trouble, but the brothers are helping this out. Not anymore, he's dead. Okay, so 2 Stargates are being made, but we have already Hydralisks in the making, and the Protoss will not see these Hydralisks for quite a while. So I think Khestral will be able to bust. Okay, the Zealots are just... Okay, now he will see the Hydras. Now that Hydras has been seen, what are you going to do as Protoss now that you saw the Hydras? You already invested in 2 Stargates. He will not cancel the 2nd Stargate. He attacks this hatchery, which is good, putting some damage on this. His goal is to cancel this. He cannot kill it. Okay, this is not cancelled, but he can kill it. No, he cannot kill it. He just damaged it, took like half of the health of this. And now these Zealots will just die for nothing. Okay, I guess this one can run home. But no cannons are being made, so this is not going to be good. Scourge coming across the map to die and to kill a Corsair. But no defense versus the Hydralisk. This is only 6. 7 Hydralisks, and now they have speed. Single cannon, and the second is being made. No additional power. I guess there's an additional pylon, but that's not going to power that one. Zealots are getting massacred here. Yeah, this does not look good for the Protoss. These cannons will not finish in time. So yeah, you can play aggressive with the Protoss, but you have to know when to stop, I guess. And the second game is won by Khestral. So 1-1, which is good. I like it when it doesn't end up 2-0. So we have one game left, Butter. We have 2 process victories and no Zerg victory on this specific map. 2-player map with location, starting location on the top right, and then a bottom right. And the left is full of expansion locations. So your natural is everything is low ground here. You can go on high ground to these middle, not the middle base, but the middle low and the middle right base, I guess, which is both on the right hand side and left hand side has like some high ground bases, but this high ground base is like even more higher ground, surrounded by more higher ground, I guess. So yeah, that's this map. Let's get into the game and see if Khestral will win or Monster Truck will win. I guess their Nice Micro scores are close enough, so both of them are possible, and the map might favor Monster Truck here. Let's get into the game. And this is going to be the last game for sure for the night, so let's hope it's going to be interesting. Let's go. Alright, so we are in the game. Top right position is Monster Truck's Protoss and the bottom right is Khestral's Zerg. Let's see if there is going to be anything different this time. So will Khestral do something more aggressive? So this is 2-player map. You know exactly where the starting position of your opponent is. Will there be a strategy here that takes advantage of that? Will we see some proxy gates? Probably not, because in that case you already have to send the probe out. And it just goes out at the normal timing, I guess. Will this be... No, you don't have to put it in your base. You can, like, just do a gateway expand with a single gateway and then transition into cannons. You can start with a forge expand. What is the Zerg strategy going to be? He's sending out a drone. He is not going to take any chances here. He needs to see what's going... what? Where is this drone going? Oh, this drone is going around for some reason. I don't know why you want to hide a drone scout like this. Single gateway. Yeah, that is a more like a classical way to start a game. And we will see the single gateway. Oh no, the second gateway is down. No classical starts here. This is going to be another 2-gate aggressive build. Alright. Press F for the chat. Press F to pay respects, I guess. What is this? Gas still in Zerg versus Protoss. Alright. I don't see this every day. This is a very interesting approach. What does he want to achieve with this? Like, he doesn't need gas for zealots. He does not want to have an easy transition. He does not want the Monster Truck to have an easy transition here. Spawning pool is being made. Would this be a nice time to do a cannon rush, though? I mean, he could have gone for the cannon rush just to mix in something. Put a pylon somewhere up here. The zealots are going across the map. There is a core, you just put like a pylon here. Put a cannon behind the minerals. You can cannon rush on this map, I think. Okay, so drones are coming out to harass this probe, but there's also already a zealot here too. The drones are still chasing the probe. 4 links are being made and they are almost finished. But we have 2 zealots here. Okay, so 6 links in total. Oh, what? The links run to the natural, the zealots are in the main. Okay, he decided to go after the drones, which is a good call. There is going to be some lost mining time here for the Zerg. And the Zerg is of course forced into making a lot of links. What do we have at home? 2 more zealots. Is the forge coming? You should start the forge. You force your opponent to build links. And you also force your opponent to get sunkens. Your opponent has a lot of Zerglings. You need the cannons, I think, yeah. This is a lot of... Yeah, these links, this like large number of links just run across the map and win the game. I think that was... it worked once, but Khestral is a good player. He knows what to do. And this forge will never finish. Like, what are these 3 zealots going to do versus... Like, I don't know how, like this link line. Okay, 5 zealots. Alright, 5 zealots is better than 3, but you need to micro them or just like have them in a good line. Yeah, this is not good, not good. These links are damaged though. And zealots will come out very soon, 2 more. And this one needs to just buy some time. Oh, the zealots will not come out if the pylon is dead. Okay, now you have 6 links in your main base. 5. How many is this? 5? Now it's 5. It was 6. Cannon is being made, but this will not finish. And the Zerglings will be able to take down 2 probes. 3 probes, 4 probes, 5 probes. Oh, this not good. This was very good, well trade for Khestral, and he killed drone up behind. Like there is nothing that I can attack in here, so he droned up. He has 17 drones versus the 7 or 11 of the Protoss. And the Hydralisk then is being made. And the Evolution Chamber. So this is going to be a Hydralisk play. I don't see any reason to suspect Mythalisk play. Protoss needs to put down an extra pylon here, I think. Yeah, this probe will not put down Nexus for quite a while. And the assimilator or the extractor is done. Yeah, I don't know what can the Protoss do in this situation. He let a lot of Zealots die, unfortunately, for him. And I guess luckily for the Zerg. So we have Hydralisk speed being upgraded while a few Zerglings are being made. So this is going to be a Hydralink bust. Protoss does not have gas yet. There is nothing here. So I don't know. You will see the Hydralisk then. Oh no, like negative micro. This is, I think, what one of the guys, Papati, used to call it negative micro, when you just run around with the units, giving them additional instructions, which basically kill them. They wouldn't have killed them if they actually just did their own thing. So this one Zealot traded for a single Zergling, not a good trade. And now the Hydralisks are hitting hold position Zealots. Why are they all on hold position? Yeah, he waited to get enough minerals for a Nexus that cannot be defended. Single photon cannon behind the pylon. No Zealots. Like, I don't like the situation for the Protoss. The Zerg is just ruling this game, unfortunately, for our Protoss player here. Okay, so maybe the cannons will finish. No? Okay, the Zerg does not attack yet, so the cannons will finish. But this gateway... Okay, the cannons actually do not finish. They just finish by the time the game is over. Oh no. Yeah. Luckily, this Nexus was made, I guess. So 2-0, a reverse 2-0 goes for Khestral here. He broke, I guess, Butter's curse in PvT or PvZ or ZVP rather, and now we have only 2 games left from this round, which is Nice Micro versus Mate and Leauge versus Hasta La Vista. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, depends on when I get these replays and if I can wake up on time to play with Mate my games. And how are we doing here? We have Khestral with 8 points, and this is definitely going to be the #1 position. There's no doubt about it. Monster Truck got 6. So Monster Truck, Katja, Kean, Zorro, and Jim Raynor. Monster Truck, Katja, Kean, Zorro, Jim Raynor. That is 1, 2, 3, and 4 players who also got 6 points. So there is also Leauge and Hasta La Vista, so one of them will get 6 points. And that means that I guess the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one of those players will end up playing the next round, but I guess Katja, Kean, Zorro, Jim Raynor, so at least 2 of these guys will end up somewhere here, depending on how the ties are broken. So tie breaking will take into account like how many games you played. So Monster Truck had multiple like 2-1, 1-2 games, so his 6 points will worth less than I guess Katja, Kean's case, who won 2-0. He lost 2-0, I guess here, but he also won this 2-0. So we'll see after every game has been played, and then we will see what's going to happen next. Okay, there is nothing else I can add to this. So thank you very much for watching. If you watched until the end, it is always a pleasure to cast these games for you. I hope you enjoy watching them. And if you suspect that you will end up either like 14, 15, so last 2 places, or between 6 and 11, you will have to play in the next round. The 12th, 13th, and the first 5 players will not play in the next round. From the next round, we will have a map pool of 7 maps, out of which 5 will be played. So we will have best of 5s and best of 7s coming up in the rounds 5, 6, 7, and 8. So maybe it is better to show you, like this case, we will have like 7 maps, and because people can ban, like everyone has one map that is taken off the list for them, that is vetoed, so that will end up 5 maps, that will best of 5. There will be some best of 7s in the end, so for first place and third place matches, I guess. But the other ones, most of them will be best of 5. I guess, yeah, what is this called? The semi-finals will also be best of 7. But that is still a long way down the road. So we will go into more details when we get to that point. Once again, thank you everybody for sticking with us tonight. And I will see you in the next episode, which comes up either on Sunday or next week. Depends on what happens. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.